She told me she needed space, no emotion, no hesitation, like I was just an option she could discard whenever she wanted. I should have asked why I should have fought for her, but instead, I let her go. She thought I'd always be there waiting in the background. She thought I'd never move on. She was wrong because a year later, when she finally realized what she had lost, I was already gone the day she pushed me away. She acted like it wasn't a thing. No tears, no second thoughts, just as simple. I think we need a break, like the love we built meant nothing. Like I was just a phase she was ready to move on from. I watched her walk away, waiting for her to turn back. She never did. So instead of chasing after someone who didn't care, I disappeared. No calls, no messages. No looking back. I erased her from my life the same way she erased me from hers for a whole year. I focused on myself. I became someone even I barely recognized, stronger, better, happier. Meanwhile, she thought I was still there waiting until the day she realized I was never coming back. At first, she didn't notice my absence. She was busy enjoying her new life, convinced she had made the right choice. She thought the grass was greener. She told herself I'd always be an option, that if she ever changed her mind, I'd still be there, just to Callaway. But as time passed past reality hither, the excitement of her new life, Annette, guy she left me for, he wasn't what expected. The comfort of knowing I was always there, gone. For the first time she felt the weight of her mistake. She didn't just lose a relationship, she lost one person who truly cared for her. And a year later she finally realized it. That's when it happened. A message, a number I didn't recognize. Hey, can we talk? I stared at the screen, my chest tightening. I didn't need to check who it was. I knew a year ago. Those words would have shattered me. A year ago, I would have dropped everything just to hear her voice. But now they meant nothing. I could have ignored it. I could have blocked her number, but instead, I typed a simple reply. Why? Seconds later, the dots appeared. She was typing, I need to see you, please. I almost laughed. The same woman who pushed me away like I was moving was now the one begging for my time. I didn't owe her anything, but a part of me wanted to see her fade. See the regret, the pain, the realization that she lost me forever. So against my better judgment, I agreed. The cafe was quiet when I walked in. She was already there, sitting in the back, fingers rapid daring a cup of coffee. She wasn't drinking. The moment I stepped inside, she looked up, and I saw it. The regret. She looked different, not the confident, carefree woman who once walked away without a second thought. Now she looked tired, dark circles under her eyes, a forced smile that barely hid the pain. She looked like someone who had spent too much time living with her mistake. He sat down across from her, saying nothing new. Look good, she said softly, forcing a weak smile. I smirked. I know. Her smile faltered. I've missed you, she whispered, her voice shaky. I think about you every single day. I leaned back, arms crossed. Really? Because when you left you didn't seem to care. She flinched, tears swelled up in her eyes. I made a mistake, she admitted, her voice cracking. A thought I wanted something else, but when you were gone I realized I had thrown away the best thing in my life. She reached across the table, her fingers trembling. Please, she whispered, tell me there's still a chance. For the first time I smiled, not because I was happy, not because I wanted this, but because if Emily knew she was drowning in their gray she created. She sat there waiting, hoping I'd say something to undo that past, hoping that maybe, just maybe, it still held on to some hope too. But I leaned forward, resting my hands on the table. You thought I'd always be here. Her breath hit. Shek knew what was coming. I know, she whispered, tears slipping down her face, but I didn't realize what I was losing. Exhaled, slowly shaking my head. That is the problem. I said you only realized my worth when I was gone, and now it's too late. Her face crumbled. She opened her mouth to beg, to plead, to fight for maybe you. I was already standing up. I pulled out some cash, tossed it on the table, and met her gaze. One last time, take care of yourself, I said simply, and then just like she did a year ago, I walked away. This time she didn't chase after me, she didn't call my name. She just sat there frozen, watching as I walked out of her life for the second time. But this time she knew there was no coming back. The cold night air hit my face as I stepped outside, but I felt nothing. Beautifully, for the longest time I had wondered what would I say if I ever saw her again. Now I realized I had already said everything I needed to say by leaving, because sometimes the best revenge isn't anger, it isn't proving a point, it isn't showing them what they lost, it's simply moving on. And as I walked into my new life, I knew one thing for sure, she would spend the rest of hers regretting the day she let me go. Final message to the audience: if someone pushes you away, let him. If they don't see your worth, don't try to prove it, because one day when they realize what they lost, you'll be too far gone. Like and subscribe for more powerful stories.